So this week we're going to take a look at three different formulas. We've got the distance formula, the midpoint formula, and our slope formula. Now hopefully this is mostly review, but we're going to walk through each of these different formulas, and we're going to take a look at how do we do them on a graph, how do I do them not on a graph. So we'll take a look at each of those, and we'll kind of look one at a time. So today we're going to focus on distance on a graph. Now, distance on a graph finds how far apart 2 points are. So if I look here on my problem here, I've got this point, this yellow point, and this yellow point. I want to know how many blocks long is that distance. Now we could kind of guess, right? We could say, well, I don't know, that looks like maybe it's 4, 5, 6 blocks long, okay? So that gets us an idea, but we need to know exactly how many blocks long this line is. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to use Pythagorean theorem to help us find the distance between these 2 points. So in order to do that, the first thing we need to do is we need to draw our triangle. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to click down to there, and then once again I'm going to make a right triangle. I'll choose my other point, head on over right to there. Okay, and notice once you get the triangle right, then they'll let you answer the question. And so let's look at this question. The first thing they ask is, how long is leg 1? Now it doesn't matter which one you choose for leg 1 or leg 2, it'll be fine either way. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to count the number of boxes. So here's a box on this side, 2, 3, 4. Notice I have 4 boxes, 4 whole boxes on that side, so leg 1 is going to be 4. And then let's count the other side. I've got what looks like 1, 2, 3 boxes on the other leg. So I've got 4 boxes and 3 boxes. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do Pythagorean theorem. So let's do that here. Remember, if this side is 4, see if I can get this to work here. 4, and that side is 3. What I'm doing is a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. So in this case, my a and my b, that's 4 squared plus 3 squared. And so if I square these out and add them, I get 16 plus 9. That's equal to 25. It's equal to c squared. And we'll take the square root of both sides. And I get 5 is equal to c. And that's going to be my answer here. I'm going to put 5 in right here for my distance. All right, let me clear this out of the way so we can actually see. And so it wants to check. And we plug it in and it looks good. Notice it draws the triangle, it gives us the numbers, does the a squared, b squared, c squared just like us. So if you make a mistake, it'll show you exactly where you might have gotten it wrong. Let's try a new problem here. Let's do a different one than that. Here we go. All right, so this is a little bit of a bigger triangle, okay? So let's go ahead and try this. So I'm gonna go ahead and make my triangle. I'm gonna count up my boxes. Once you get the triangle, it's going to let you move forward here. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like I've got 5 down here on 5 boxes on this side. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 boxes on this side. So if I'm going ahead and putting this in, I've got 5 and 12 as my 2 legs. All right, let's go ahead and try a squared, b squared, c squared here. So once again, I had 5 and 12 right, so I'm going to do 5 squared plus 12 squared is equal to c squared. 5 squared is 25, 12 squared is 144, c squared is, well, c squared. I add this up, I get 169 is equal to c squared. Now, one place where kids go wrong a lot of times is they want to say, oh, I've got my answer, it's 169. But ask yourself, does this line look like it's 169 blocks long? No, that's way too long, right? So remember to do your square root, okay? So square root, and we should end up at 13 as my hypotenuse. So we're going to treat these just like they are right triangles. We set them up as right triangles, do a squared, b squared, c squared. And we check our answer, and it looks good. So That's how we're going to do distance for today. We're going to find the distance between 2 points by plotting it on a graph, which it's already plotted for us, drawing our triangle, doing a squared, b squared, c squared.